Welcome to Road Ready and my shop. I'm Moses Ludel. Some of you know me as the author of the Jeep Owner's Bible and 6 other books with Bentley Publishers. My writing career began in 1983 with Off-Road magazine. My best-selling Jeep books each earned a manufacturer's part number from Mopar Performance, and the Chevrolet and GMC Light Truck Owner's Bible earned a GM Motorsports part number, and likewise, the Ford F-Series book earned a Ford SVO part number. Some of you may know me from Camp Jeep. I was a spokesperson for Mopar Performance and Jeep Performance in the Mopar tent at Camp Jeep for 12 years. I worked with consumers, helping them better equip their four-wheel drive Jeep for off-pavement use. If you have those kinds of needs, I can share. In my writing, I have addressed every kind of four-wheel drive and sport utility vehicle, from Toyota to International Harvester Scout, to the early and up to the latest Bronco. But that's not what Road Ready is about. The Road Ready story begins a lot earlier than that. As far back as my growing up in a rural community in Nevada during the muscle car and 4x4 SUV era. I worked at gas stations during high school, and these were full-service gas stations where we did lubrication, tune-up, tires, and every other kind of work. By the late 1960s, I was a light and medium-duty truck fleet mechanic responsible for 22 vehicles. It was there that I learned preventive maintenance, when to rebuild, overhaul, or restore something before the vehicle was broken down. My troubleshooting and diagnostic skills improved there, and I worked my way up to journey level at automatic transmission rebuilding, engine rebuilding, axles, steering, brakes, electrical system, and anything related to vehicle maintenance, repair, rebuilding, and restoration. That was the ground school that would later serve me well. I was a heavy equipment operator in the mid-1970s, which gave me insight into protecting very expensive equipment. It was there that I learned more about diesel engines, which would later apply when I taught for 7 years at the adult education level in automotive technology, diesel, and welding. There have been many times when my family has depended on my mechanical skills to get us by. When I graduated from the University of Oregon, the Eugene Springfield economy was on the skids. I got a job at Schmunk's Tire in Springfield. We did every kind of tire busting, from logging trucks down to high-end exotic cars that needed tire matching. I professionalized my skills around tires, and during the recent pandemic, I brought tire equipment into my shop and eliminated the last sublet of any kind of automotive work that I do. To work our way out of Oregon during that hardship period, I got a job at Taft, California, in the oldest Ford dealership and also an independent shop that serviced Getty oil field trucks. My toolbox went to work, and I was able to get a grub stake together to move my family down to San Diego, which eventually launched my career as an automotive journalist. At the San Diego area, I worked for Cunningham, GMC Truck and Pontiac in El Cajon. There, I sharpened my dealership and warranty skills and learned the latest equipment available for OE warranty work. My first writing assignment was for Off-Road magazine, the February issue 1983. They misspelled my last name, but oh well, at least I had a byline. By 1987, I was writing for a dozen magazines, columns, Q&A, outdoor adventure for four-wheel drive and sport utility vehicles. I was responsible for testing new vehicles, which would later serve me well when I wrote for the Portland Oregonian for 4 years. I became a consultant for major vehicle manufacturers for the launch of their SUVs and 4x4 light trucks in the mid-90s. I was on the Tread Lightly board of directors through those years and conducted four-wheel drive safety clinics on behalf of Tread Lightly and Chevrolet Truck. I trail guided on the launch of the Mercedes-Benz ML320, also the Chevrolet and GMC light truck and SUV models in the mid-90s, at venues like Moab and the 14ers. I even worked with the Geo Tracker, and my high water mark for the Rubicon Trail, which I've actually been on since 1967, was taking 2 Geo Trackers over the trail. Steve Kramer from Cal Mini Products and I partnered on outfitting these 2 Geos to actually survive the trip, and Chevrolet ended up with a national advertising campaign for that accomplishment. Thinking like a mechanic enables you to do troubleshooting and diagnostics work on your own, to determine what tools are necessary to perform a job properly, And when I say tools, I don't mean expensive tools. A well-versed mechanic can perform many diagnostic and troubleshooting procedures on a shoestring budget. Working with the Rite of Passage program, I taught adult education level automotive technology, diesel, and welding. When I advanced to the director of vocational training over 5 of their facilities, we had a sense of urgency about our training programs and making our student graduates job ready. That is the objective with Road Ready, that you will professionalize your thinking as a mechanic. Road Ready is also about the 4-wheel drive and sport utility vehicle lifestyle. How to make choices around your 4-wheel drive sport utility vehicle, lift kits, purchasing a vehicle, which vehicle will best suit your needs, how to navigate the costs and diagnostic needs of late model vehicles. We'll cover all of that and more. Road Ready will be broken down into episodes and seasons and will address subjects like the 4-wheel drive lifestyle, how to safely go off pavement, how to keep your vehicle in top condition so that you don't have a breakdown in the backwoods. I've been over the Rubicon Trail many times, both professionally and recreationally. I covered the Wheelers for the Wounded events in recent years. Moab, Utah, and the 14ers are venues where I've instructed 4-wheel driving, so we'll cover some of that. Content at this channel will be also driven by your comments as a subscriber. I'm interested in what your needs are. If you're looking for specific Q&A, I suggest that you go to 4WD Mechanix forums, where you will find lengthy discussions of specific diagnostic and troubleshooting procedures. The objective with Road Ready is to professionalize your skill sets in general and put you in a better position to service, maintain, repair, rebuild, or restore your 4x4 light truck or SUV. Some of you may be interested in the higher-end new 4-wheel drive vehicles, and we can discuss that. Some of you are interested in buying a new vehicle, but others may be trying to get family transportation safe and reliable. Road Ready will help with either of those needs, making the right vehicle choices and maintaining the vehicle. Making vehicle choices is beyond what it feels like to drive a vehicle out of the dealership or showroom floor. Driving a new vehicle also involves maintenance. The labor costs in dealerships and independent shops will continue to rise. ADAS and other advanced technology will cost consumers. Somebody will be paying for that equipment. My toolboxes still serve me to this day. I do all of the maintenance on our vehicles. 2 of our vehicles have nearly 200,000 miles on them, and I apply the same preventive maintenance skills that I acquired in the late 1960s and early 70s to the work I perform on our personal vehicles. There is no place that I would not drive our vehicles, including trailering, off-pavement use of the Jeep 4x4, the Dodge Ram truck that I use primarily for hauling, and any other needs that our family might have. I would like to see you able to perform that kind of work and maintain your own vehicles if that's your goal. Self-sufficiency around motor vehicles can save a considerable amount of money that can be applied to other areas of our economic life. Want to know how to equip your shop? To spend your money wisely? We had a 2,400 square foot facility where I did mechanical restoration work on muscle cars and post-war era vehicles. We downsized and make that do. There is nothing I won't work on either of our high mileage 4x4s. Road Ready will share what you need and what you can get by with in your shop, whether you need to work on your own vehicle or want to work on your own vehicle, whether your vehicles are daily transportation or trailer queens. Road Ready can meet your needs. So join us here at Road Ready.